Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to a new series of Europa Universalis IV, and you will notice down here in the bottom left hand corner we are running patch 1.20. This is the Ming, or the Mandate of Heaven patch. So I've got my hands on the DLC a couple of days before launch, so by the time this video is going out, so it should be on Wednesday, the DLC will be out on Thursday the 6th of April. So this DLC mainly focuses on Asia more than anything else. You'll notice quite a few changes to Japan as we look down here. You'll see that Japan has a lot more daimyos now than it used to have. And Japan does seem like quite an interesting nation to play. However, I've played a Japanese game before, and I want to do something a little bit different. Also, Quill18 is currently playing a Japan game, so I thought I'd actually jump in and play as Ming, because I've never actually played as Ming. So I thought let's give that a go. So let's go ahead and see what we actually have here as Ming. So we're an empire, of course. Chinese technology, we are Confucian. We start off with a 111, who's a really, really terrible, terrible leader. And what are our ideas? So we start off with reduced fort maintenance, cheaper idea cost. When we finish our ideas, we get extra improved relations. And then we've got some fort defense and garrison size, discipline, stability cost modifier, production efficiency, trade efficiency, national tax modifier, and some land leader fire. We have a lot of tributaries. Now, this is something that has been added in the Mandate of Heaven DLC. So you actually have tributaries who pay you money and conditional military access. Let's go ahead and start a new game. I'm not going to play on Iron Man mode. I never do when I'm recording, just in case something goes wrong. Obviously, Ming is quite a large nation at the start, but things can happen. It's not always going to go well. So, one of the major things that you're going to notice is down here next to the map, we've got this new button. This is the Empire of China. Wow, that is a loud sound effect. So, think of this a little bit like sort of a Holy Roman Empire mechanic, but based on the Chinese Empire. Now, I'll be quite honest with you, I haven't actually played this DLC yet, so I've got to kind of work out what I'm doing here. So, Meritocracy we've got up there, replacing our legitimacy. This mandate value represents the authority of the current emperor. Mandate can be used to enact centralization decisions within the Empire of China. So again, it's just like the imperial authority within the HRE, and that's our monthly gain. So stability makes it go up, prosperity and devastation makes it go up, non-tributaries makes it go down. So we need to try and tributize as many people as possible then. The Emperor of China may make the following additional diplomatic actions. We can establish a tributary. Being the Emperor of China gives you the following benefits. Bonuses from High Mandate. Use meritocracy mechanics. Can enact centralization decisions. Permanent claims on China. CB to unite China. And can enforce tributary on neighbours. And these are all the different mandates that we can enact. So, yearly I'm never going to get that right. Yearly meritocracy. Trade efficiency and extra diplomats. Monthly autonomy change. Core creation cost. And monarch admin power. And then our meritocracy allows us to enable these. So, these are our decrees. So, this one would give us reduced development cost and reduced core creations. Ship durability, fort defense, national tax modifier, provincial trade power, and infantry combat ability. Both really, really nice. We've got 10 tributaries so far. How much money are we making? 32 ducats, that's not bad. So, can we actually see our tributaries if we look on the diplomatic map mode? So, all of these ones I'm assuming are our tributaries. Yeah. So, they're all our tributaries there. And if we can get some extra people to be our tributaries, then that would be good. Now, it doesn't actually show who could be a tributary, because we don't have any sort of CBs on anyone there directly. Okay, so let's get this done. We can enact a decree. What do we want? Do we want to go for the extra money or the infantry combat ability? I think infantry combat ability. And it only lasts for 10 years, though. Right, so maybe that's not something you want to pop until it's time to actually go to war. In that case, let's go ahead and get the tax modifier. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, I'm guessing there's a cooldown before we can do another one. 54. So you can only enact one every 10 years. Okay, that's fine. So we don't have any missions selected. Apparently we don't have much in the way of manpower. We are massively down. Improve our relations with Korea. That would give us some diplomatic reputation. That's actually not too bad. Let's go ahead and start doing that. So let's go down there, and under relation actions we will improve our relations. Looks like they've changed this a little bit now. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because everything started minimized. It felt a little different. I'm not too sure why. We've got provinces that we can convert. There's quite a lot of provinces there that need converting. And so we are Confucian religion, who I don't think I've... Does Japan start off as Confucian? I can't remember. Are they Shinto? Yeah, they're Shinto. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, basically, what's this? We have harmonise with religion. Provinces with harmonised religions are tolerated if they were Confucian. Countries following any of the harmonised religions will view you as though you are following that religion. So so we can harmonise towards that religion. Which one do we have like the most of? Probably Theravada. And those are most of the ones that we can't convert. So let's go ahead and harmonise those. Harmony will decrease but 3 per year. Harmonisation will be finished in 1478. When harmonised, they'll be tolerated as if they were Confucian. I get cheaper advisor costs. What about if we did somebody where we had less of? So 78... 78, yeah, it's going to take the same amount of time for any of them. It's a long time for that to happen. We don't have any harmony at the moment. Well, we have 50 harmony, there we go. And development, as that goes down, development cost increases. Our yearly meritocracy goes down and tolerance of the true faith goes down. Whereas harmony goes up, tolerance of the true faith goes up. So I think what we'll do is we'll just start trying to do some conversions to begin with. So converting the province will decrease harmony by 3. Interesting. Well, we'll start working on a few of them. Anyway, we need to get some advisors. We have... we're a naive enthusiast, so we get negative improved relations. That's not good. And our heir is an embezzler. So we've got some terrible leaders coming up here. So let's go, and we've got a fairly decent amount of money. Let's get the stability cost modifier. Actually, what is our national unrest? Let's check that out before we do anything else. National unrest is in the negatives, but there are still some guys that might pop. So let's go for the national unrest guy. Let's go for improved relations, and let's go for, well, we could afford the morale of armies guy, actually. It's fairly cheap. Let's get that morale of armies guy. Let's make sure we stay ahead on tech. Now, another thing that we've got is these ages. So we are in the age of discovery, and basically the way these ages work, or the way I understand them, is you have several different things that you need to achieve, and you basically fire off a golden age. So we need to discover America. We control centers of trade, and we have a large city, but we need to embrace the Renaissance. We need a feudal society, present on 2 continents, and humiliate rival. So the Age of Reformation will start 120 months after Protestant is enabled. The Age of Absolutionism will start 120 months after global trade has been discovered. And the Age of Revolutions will start 120 months after Enlightenment has been discovered. So I'm going to have to sort of, see how that goes. We have some navies down here. We've got mainly galleys and transports. We do have a few lights. Let's go ahead and break off the transports for now. The transports can stay docked up. And then what we want to do is we want to take the... Let's just get the galleys out to sea and the lights out to sea. Force limit wise, we are below our land force limit. We're almost at our ship force limit. What do we have in these armies here? We have... That's a lot of cavalry. What is our cavalry ratio? Cannot have more than 50%. That is still a lot of cavalry. What about these armies down here? We're running very, very cav heavy on some of these. Let's go ahead and probably start another little army, actually. Why do we have so much cavalry? Oh well, let's just go ahead and get a few more men on some of these stacks. We'll just build up the force a little bit. And we will build some more ships. We can improve our provinces. There's not really an awful lot that we can do at the moment. It's not a money issue. Obviously, we just don't have the tech. Okay, then, let us actually start the game. So we'll go up to speed 3. We'll get these ships out. We'll get these ships protecting trade. That's the idea of having them there. So we want you to protect trade. And where are we going to be? 1.93 is the highest. So we'll go ahead and protect trade there. Speaking of trade, where are our merchants? We have 2 merchants. Obviously, we're automatically collecting in our home node. You are forcing trade up into our home node, as are you. Yep, that seems like the best places you can be. We could do with another one up here at some point as well. But for now, that is fine. So we need to find somebody that we can go ahead and declare a war on to tributize. Probably somebody who is not necessarily all that strong. What about Jiangsu? So we can suggest they become a tributary state under us. And they would actually agree to it. So we'll be able to demand yearly tribute from them in the form of gold, monarch points, or manpower. They'll still be able to have independent diplomatic relations with other countries. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So is there a limit to how often we can do it? Because they've accepted. Establish tributary. Not necessarily seeing anything negative about this. Oh, great. Now we're an embezzler as well. We're getting all the negative traits here. So there's 2 that we've grabbed already. Is there a limit to the number of relations? We're not actually... You don't have any relations used at all at the moment. So who could we possibly ally ourselves with that might be quite strong? And who would we want to attack? Mongolia doesn't like us, so we could go after Mongolia. Utsang... We could make you a tributary as well. Just make everybody a tributary. We should probably ally ourselves with somebody like the Emperor of Japan, which I think is whoever owns Kyoto is the... I think whoever owns the Kyoto is the Shogun, but maybe we wait on that one a little bit. So is there anybody else? Do we actually have any rivals? No, we don't have any rivals at all. So, how many more tributaries... Oh, we're still waiting for all of our diplomats to come back. So, can we get any more tributaries around? I'm guessing that we can somewhere. What about all of these guys? Make you into a tributary. So, okay, this seems a little bit easy. If we can just basically go around to everyone and go, hey, be my tributary. Is this having a negative effect on us? Our meritocracy is going up. So we'll get as many of these tributaries as we can then. I mean, it seems to make sense, right? We can't get tributaries on some of these guys. Establish tributary. We'll accept. Some of these are really small. Okay, am I missing something? Because the fact that we can do this on literally all of our neighbours and there doesn't seem to be any negative effects that I can see, I find really, really weird. Okay, let's leave it at that. We've now got a lot of tributaries, and apparently we can just go ahead and demand things from them. So, you are our tributary. We could royal marriage you if we wanted. I guess we should still improve relations. Trying to see the options where we can demand things from them. So, cancel tributary, improve relations, send insult, royal marriage. Not seeing any of those options. Maybe there's an extra thing on the interface that I haven't seen. Right, let's decide who we want to... We're already sucking up to Korea. Let's go and work on Cam, because they're in the negative there. So let's go ahead and just improve some relations over here. Now remember, tributaries aren't allies, so we could certainly go and get friendly with somebody. Korchin. Can you become a tributary? No, you cannot, and you're actually at war. What about Mongolia? You don't have the option to become... Well, we can become their tributary. Mongolia is a subject nation? Mongolia is a vassal of Oirat. Of course they are. We don't necessarily want to be attacking them straight away. So it's going to be quite busy around Japan with all their stuff going on there. Are all of our forts currently active? I'm willing to bet they are. Let's go mothball all of our forts. That'll save us some money. Gained a diplomatic CB against Myongyang. Right, Myongyang, where are you? Because my my geography around here is terrible. So we could declare war on you. See, they are technically our subject. So I guess that's the reason you don't want to tributize everybody. Because if you tributize everybody, then you've got no one that you can attack. But we're going to be going after sort of like Korchin and Mongolia and Oirat, really. We have a CB over here, a Unified China CB. To just show superiority. Jiangsu would also come in. But I think we could probably win that war. Obviously, we would need to get some more men up to the front line. So let's go ahead and start marching people up. I know I've just gone and put my forts down, but let's go ahead and get them up. And we'll start moving up here with our armies. Got another army all the way down here, which I might throw a couple of extra men in and just leave it down here just in case. Now, one question is, do we have any leaders? We do not. We could make our ruler into a leader, and that's not a bad idea. I mean, he is terrible. Wow. Gain some inflation. No, we won't want inflation this early. What about our heir? The heir's actually not bad. He's got a bit of maneuver and he's mainly fire. Which is not that great. Double statue there, haven't I? Let's move you... Let's move you across to there and move you across to there. And not have to suffer too much more of that attrition. So, Jiangsu doesn't have that many troops. I don't think Korchin does either. We should be able to win this war without too many problems. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go ahead and declare a war on them to unify China. Jiangsu won't even come in at this point of the game anyway. So let's just go and march everybody in. I'm going to keep some of the guys back just so that we can deal with anybody who might potentially try and get around and attack us from behind. Now, I know that at the moment I've got a lot of men here that are taking attrition. I don't know how many men Jiangsu have got, if they've got many at all. So we'll just go and... I might pull these guys back and just use this stack and work my way up. In fact, I'll go ahead and put you over on the fort. Let's move you out of here. That's not a lot of supply limit. Our administration is screaming for more officials than our yearly examinations can produce. Some of our ministers have suggested that we should increase the quota, allowing more to succeed so that we can fill our ranks more quickly. The Grand Secretary cautioned, however, that we may risk the integrity of the examination process itself if we start allowing anyone but the best to pass examination. So we can gain 15 Meritocracy and gain 1 Corruption, or we can gain 10 Prestige. I'm going to take the Prestige because our Meritocracy is going up anyway. So we'll allow that to go up. You need to back out of there because you are basically losing quite a lot of your... you're getting a lot of attrition. Let's get you guys moved in. So what we'll do... I don't think these guys have any troops left. We'll just detach a 1 stack. We'll move over here. We'll detach another 1 stack. And then we'll go straight onto their capital. Unfortunately, it's difficult to show superiority because they don't have anybody left to fight, you know. We've completed our mission anyway. Improve our prestige. We might as well. What do we need to do to construct the Forbidden City? We need to be at peace. One of the following must be true. We need to have a statesman of level 3 or a ruler with an admin skill of 3. The Grand Secretariat must be the ruling faction. Has no factions. Stability has to be at least 3. Yeah, that'll happen at some point. I don't think that's a particularly difficult thing to achieve. What have we got here? The King of the Korean... The King of the Korean? What? The King of the Korean has decided to keep harbouring a number of well-known pirates, with our local officials demanding they can clean out the ports their king refused. That's really bad English. The King of the Korean... It should either be the King of Korea or the Korean King, or the King of the Korean people. The King of Korea has decided to keep harbouring a number of well-known pirates. Okay. When our local officials demanded that they clean out their port, the King refused. Okay, so it does make more sense. But Korea's opinion is now harmed, which is fine. We can go and bring you back from Korea now. We don't really need you there anymore. Barbarians add some distrust towards Malacca, and Malacca gets some distrust towards Ming. So trust is now a slightly more involved mechanic, we shall say. Now we've still got some land up here that we cannot see, which is going to make life a little bit difficult, even though we're at war with them. And we've basically got terra incognita over here. But we'll keep sieging out what we can. We are working on the capital now. I'm getting a little bit of attrition, of course, which is to be expected. And we've got another province, but we will siege out everything that we can. And we'll just try and build up China as big as possible. We've got a lot of money. Money is certainly not an issue for us. But we do really want to try and get our admin points up. I want to know how I can start demanding stuff from people, though. Because apparently we can do that. It says we can ask them for stuff, but I don't know how. There's policies. Okay, let's just check see if there's anything added here that I might have missed. Country modifiers, accepted cultures, strengthen government. Okay, no changes there. Economy. Raise war taxes. That's got a nice new shiny button. Reduce inflation. Declare bankruptcy. Without any loans, there is no reason to declare bankruptcy. These are new things that have been... Well, obviously, you've always been able to raise war taxes and reduce inflation. The raise war taxes button used to be on the military screen, I think it was. So that's moved over here now. And we can declare bankruptcy. So that's kind of a new thing. Nothing appears to have changed on trade. Technology screen, pretty much the same. Ideas screen is the same. Missions and decisions is the same. Stability and expansion. Not noticing any changes here. Religion is the same. Military. Again, can't see any differences there. Oh, it must be here under our actions with these. So let's say we want to get something off, maybe, for example, Lanzang. So there's Lanzang. We demand ducats as a tribute. The expected tribute at the end of this year will amount to 8 ducats. But can we check? So we can change what we get from them. Nice. But I guess the amount of points, like admin and diplo, military points, is not an awful lot. It's a couple of extra ones, like, per year. But yeah, it's nice that we can go through these, so we can demand some manpower. There's others where we could demand, like, military support. So that's how you change that. Okay, good. That's what I wanted to know. So we'll carry on over here. What have we got? You are willing to peace out. They're offering us the following terms. We negotiate blah, blah, blah. They will be forced to give... So they're offering us war reps. We are going to decline because it's not the thing that we want. So what can we actually impose on the CB? What are the options here? So we can make them a vassal. Must be more than 100%. Concede defeat. Enforce military access, trade power, war reparations, end rivalries, return cause, or cede provinces. Can force them to be a tributary. Not part of the war goal and result in a cost of 198 admin power for Ming. Well, we won't be doing that. I would say we could try and vassalize them. I don't think we'll be able to get 100%, but we'll sort that out in the next video. Like I said, we are mainly just trying to work out what is new, what has changed, what is different in this DLC. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.